Well, good day, viewers, and welcome to the Sport Tribe Show. I'm your host, Brian Munango, making sure to update you on the latest sports news. Well, for a football supporter, unless you support either Manchester City, which means I'm not judging, but I could say that you have started loving football in a later stage of your life, or you are one of these new generations. And unless you support Barcelona, I think the rest of us did not have a beautiful weekend. Starting off with Real Madrid, they lost in the Atletico Derby. Manchester United got beat by Brentford. Chelsea, Chelsea lost at home to Brighton. Liverpool, very, very sorry for Liverpool fans. The title looks very open now. Liverpool losing to Crystal Palace, and I forgot also, huge congratulations to Arsenal, who have come out on top this weekend. It looks like this weekend was one of those where the football gods were just against the favorites or the big teams. So yeah, nonetheless, hang out with us as we get ready for the hit list. So first up on the hit list, enough with the football. We take attention to Italy, where Nathan Chase has made the country very proud. He took part in the Xterra Youth World Championships last year, and he came third in his category. But the triathlete has improved by a big mile, and he came out second this year in his category under 16 and 17, claiming not a gold prize, but claiming silver in his age group at the World Champs. A huge achievement for himself. He did send us a clip where he just answered a few questions for us to tell us how he feels about his performance. So stay tuned for that.
Nathan, tell us how the race went for you today.
The race went super well for me today, obviously with the result. It was definitely really tough out there with conditions that I've not had before. The swim I was really happy with because we've done a lot of work there, so to come very close to the front guys out of the water was great evidence of the work that we've done. The bike was really tricky with some of the worst conditions I've ever seen, and a lot of running because it was just impossible to ride through that mud, so that was definitely very challenging. And then the run also went very well.
What were your expectations beforehand?
To get a good result like last year, I was hoping for the win, but I was just expecting to have a good performance up at the front and hopefully improve on last year.
And did the race go according to plan?
For the most part, yeah. I think the swim, I was about 10-15 seconds behind the leaders, so ideally I would have been with them, but that was alright. And then the bike, obviously no one can be prepared for conditions like this, so that it was a lot slower than last year, but I think with the conditions that we had, I did the best I could, and then the run went quite well.
And what was the toughest part of the race today?
Definitely the technical section in the forest on the bike, where I was trying to run through the mud with the bike and the wheels were getting clogged with mud, and overall it was just extremely slow progress and super tough on the legs to try and push the bike up a steep hill.
Would you say this is the biggest achievement of your career so far?
I think so. Just trumps last year by one position, but it was very good.
And tell us about any competitions that you've got coming up next.
For the rest of the year, I don't have any big competitions, just the local triathlons like the RMB Off-Road Triathlon at Arnhem Dam, the Van Bach Triathlon in November, and then the FNB Sandman in December. I'll do a couple of the cycling races also, and then next year back onto the Africa Cup circuit and hopefully some races in Europe.
Huge congratulations to Nathan Chase. When it comes to triathlon, I can definitely say that the future for this kid looks really bright. Moving on to our second story here at the Namibian Sports Commission, the Taekwondo Federation held an event where the president addressed the nation at large, saying that experts, coaches, and athletes should definitely join up with the federation as they are attempting to grow the Taekwondo Federation. But here, the president of the federation shares more.
So we need people, local people who have the experience, the coaches. We're looking for parents to bring their kids to participate, but we most probably calling for those who have black belts out there. I know there are a couple of Namibians who have done Taekwondo, we have studied in Korea, we have studied around the globe, and they are sitting with belts. Taekwondo is alive, and we're looking for athletes to represent the country We want people to form clubs in the regions. And once they form themselves and group themselves together and say, we have a group in every place in town, we want to start taekwondo. We'll try our level best to send them or look for coaches around the globe for federation and association who are willing to help us. So we are calling for the public to participate in taekwondo. Taekwondo is a martial arts of discipline. It doesn't fight, it doesn't hurt. It only hurt when it has to, but it's more of a self-defense art. So we're calling for the people outside there really to come out and assist us. We're calling for sponsorship. We cannot reach to the whole country, 14 region, unless we get help. And that's why we are thankful to FNB today for giving us the laptop, because it's a beginning of setting up an office as an administration to reach to the whole of the country.
Well, like we heard from the president, definitely do. If you are involved in Taekwondo or you know how Taekwondo goes, sign up, make sure you are part of the federation. Let's try and grow the sport in the country. It's a very unknown sport in Namibia, so looking forward to seeing how that turns up in the upcoming years. Well, moving on to our next story. Special Olympics Namibia has officially announced a team that will be representing the country in volleyball in Poland. Of course, we did get to catch up with the captain and the head coach and a player as well from the team to just tell us how excited they are to participate in Poland. And this is the first time that volleyball is a part of Namibia's Special Olympics event in which they'll be taking part in Poland. So stay tuned for the interviews.
Hello, my name is Given Kahalongo, all the way from Okalongo in Umsati region. School at Haudano Senior Secondary School, and I'm 16 years old. I'm a setter, and we are going to travel to Poland for the Special Olympics World Cup, and I feel very positive that we are going to come back with something to bring back to our country. And my message to my fellow teammates is that we really need to put in hard work, dedication and commitment to make our country proud.
Hello guys, my name is Heitan Dafa, all the way from Enana, deep in Ohangwena region. I school at Haudano Senior Secondary School in Umsati region, and I'm going to be traveling to Poland with my teammates for volleyball games, which are being guided by Special Olympics Namibia. I feel very good that we are going to Poland, and I believe that we are going to get what is going to be offered back in Poland. Thank you.
I'm Christofina Batromias, a teacher at Sarah Bugongera in Otapi, Umsati region. So I'm the head coach of Special Olympic Unified Female Volleyball Team. This team consists of 6 athletes and 6 unified players. All of them are from Umsati. The athletes, they are from Sarah Bugongera, and the unified players are from Haudano Senior Secondary School. So we managed to attend the trials in Windhoek, where different regions attended the trials. It was held in 22 August, and we were the champion of those trials. And we are going to represent the nation in the world competition in Poland that will be on the 3rd to the 9th October. So it wasn't easy, but we managed. And as we are going to try our best. This is the first time the Special Olympic is being represented internationally in volleyball unified competitions. And by looking at my players, they are ready and they are capable of anything. I thank you.
Well, we wish the girls the best of luck. It looks like the team has full confidence. And when it comes to Special Olympics, Namibia always has this tendency of coming back with a medal, be it a gold, a silver, or a bronze. Moving on to our next story. This one is international. The World Para Athletics Championships are currently taking place in India. And we did get to catch up with one of our para athletes that are there. And we are looking forward to hearing what he has to say about how it has been going there, coming 7th in his heat race. So let's have a listen to what Namene had to share.
Hey everyone, my name is Denson Namene, classified as T44. The competition was well, the 100 meters, but it's just going through an injury, but I have to push to get there. It was very great and it's very nice to be here. Thanks to God, it made me possible for me to be here. Thank you very much.
Short and sweet. The man is looking forward to seeing how this Sunday goes as he is getting ready for his finals. We'll be getting more of those interviews later during the course of the week, so stay tuned to our social media platforms. We also know that Anania Shikongo has been doing really well, coming second in his heat run and is expected to run in the finals today. I think they're around 6 or 5 o'clock. I'm not sure that we can confirm the time later, but he is expected to take part in the finals today, and we're looking forward to seeing how Anania Shikongo does. So moving on to another story, the KBA Association, the Commerce Basketball Association finals are taking place in Windhoek in Gym Hall, at the Gym Hall. Unam Wolves are currently looking like the team to beat, and they have won 2 out of 7 matches so far against their foes. And Marian Ngula was our reporter on duty, getting us some interviews and also getting to hear from the Unam head coach, telling us about how his team is doing and how he feels about having the 2 wins so far.
Good evening, this is Coach Alan, coach of Unam Wolves. Coach, a good win there of the QBC. Congratulations. What are your thoughts on that match? Thank you. Tough game it was. One thing I know is a team that loses the first game, the losing team always comes back stronger in the next game. All right, so we expected them to be much more prepared, because if you won the first game, you mostly just work on what you've already worked on. All right, but if you lost the first game, most of the time you come up with few game plans, whatever the case may be. So they had a game plan today, which made it slightly difficult for us. But I mean, I have a group of talented players, and they still it out on the court. So yeah, I'll take it on any day. We won by 3 points, I think. I'll take that any day. Okay, awesome. When you were speaking there, Coach, you said that defensively you still have, or you still feel there's still more room for improvement. Maybe just tell us more about that. No, I was talking about, in any sports, in any team sports, defense wins the championship. You can't have a good offensive team without a good defensive team. You understand? Yeah. You gotta play defense. They can go ahead and score a free throw or a layup. As long as you play good defense, like keep them from scoring, you win the game. So I'm just saying that we need to improve more defensively, because as young guys, what is fun to them mostly is just scoring. Scoring is nice, it's fun, but it wins you a couple of games. But if you want to be a champion, you gotta play defense. And defensively, I mean, we scored about 86 points, and then they scored 83. Yeah. I'm not worried about the 86 points that we scored. I'm worried about the 83 points that they scored. That's bad defense. We should be keeping them around 60 points or below. Yeah.
I know, Coach Alan, thanks a lot for your time, and congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Well, the Unified Basketball Men's 3v3 competition at the Nationals took place this weekend in the capital city of Windhoek. Mariet Ngula once again was our reporter on duty, and the team that looks like they could be competing at the World Cup later in December. We could be looking to see Namibia participate there, but we did get to catch up with the coaches who gave us more information on what this could mean and how this sets up for a World Cup position.
Joining us are the two Morrison coaches. Their teams both won gold medal in the 3-on-3 basketball competition, and Morrison team 1 will be representing the country in Puerto Rico. So, coaches, just tell us your thoughts on the competition.
All that I can say is these kids had an amazing time, and they had an amazing time, and that's why we are here.
For me, all I can say is it's God. It's grace from God, actually. We didn't expect this because the boys haven't been training together, because of school and all that. But they managed to do that. And we are really proud. We are really proud to be coaches of those boys. And they put in their effort. They had fun. Yeah.
On the December trip, what are your thoughts on that?
We are going to have fun. We are going to have lots of fun. Yeah, and you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, Special Olympic is about unity, right? And also about having fun and including all the athletes and the partners together to play together. So definitely fun and winning.
Thanks a lot for your time, coaches, and all the best in Puerto Rico.
Thank you so much.
Well, the Navahab Half Marathon was one event that is definitely going to be a milestone or something very important on the Namibia's yearly calendar, as they plan on making it an international event in the years to come. Very, very soon, I think 2 years at max. They are working on changing the dynamics of the race, and they plan on investing more in sports. But after the marathon itself, we did get to catch up with the Navahab Gold Mine managing director George to just give us more information as to what the plans are with the Navahab Half Marathon and what else we can expect with the years to come. So let's have a listen to what he had to share. Well, I am joined by George. He is the managing director at Navahab Gold Mine. Sir, a wonderful turnout today. Big numbers. Tell me, how happy are you of your team for pulling all of this together?
No, super excited. I had a brilliant team here. They managed to pull this whole thing together. Well organized, well attended. So yeah, super excited, super happy.
Okay, I've realized your medal is on.
Yes.
You're wearing it.
Yes.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see you guys also taking part and not just administering from outside. What did you take part in, and tell us, how did you enjoy it?
I did the half marathon, 21 Ks. So just over 2 hours. I'm not the fastest, but yeah. But I managed to complete it, yeah.
Okay. The body's feeling fine?
No, I'm perfect. I'm good.
Okay.
I practice. I train myself.
Okay, now tell us, before the race itself, how did you get ready? What did your preparation look like to take on the 21 Ks?
Yeah. No, look, I've been training. Obviously, I knew I wanted to take part in this, so I've been training since the beginning of the year, taking part in a number of marathons around the country. I did the Nedbank one a couple of weeks ago. I did one at the coast, the other mines as well. So yeah, I've been taking part, going to the gym, waking up at 5 a.m. to do all of that stuff. Yeah, been practicing. Yeah.
One thing I can say is there was a lot of variety today. We saw from the ages of 6 to the old people also joining and running. How important is it for people that are watching, or for us to stay active and always make sure that we stay moving?
No, and it's super important. You know, this race is there to promote fitness, you know, and especially on our youth. That's why you saw a lot of young people coming in. We really managed to pull a lot of young people to come in the tent, and we want to promote the youth. We want to get them off the streets, get them off drugs, keep them in exercising, or even have got coaches that are training the young people. And we are not just limiting it to marathons. We've got now a soccer team, volleyball team, netball team, all full of youth that are practicing every day here.
Wow. Wow, you guys really do support the initiative. Okay, before I let you leave, any words you want to leave the viewers with for those that did not make it to this year? Maybe it's next year we are here again, same time, same place maybe?
Yes, definitely this race is there, a permanent feature in the Namibian athletics calendar. It is accredited by Athletics Namibia, and we are actually in discussions with the ministry and athletics, I think the World Athletics Commission, so that we can get this on the international scene as well. We want to make it even bigger. So for those that didn't come in, please come. This is a well-organized race, well-attended, and you can never know. If you manage to win, you can get yourself some money. Exactly.
Speaking of money, can you tell the people what the prize money is for this event? Because it's a lot.
I think they must just wait to find out.
You guys must come wait and find out, because
they must come and find out how much it is.
Well,
and we increase it every year.
Every year increasing.
Every year.
So if you miss this year,
exactly, and you got some surprise prizes for the winners, where we are going to send them away for international races as well to make them participate. Yeah.
Well, there you have it, viewers.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, and congratulations to you.
Thank you so much for having me. Yes.
Okay. So please mark your calendars. Make sure you have this event on your calendars, and I'll be seeing you guys next year in September, of course, in Karaba for the Nava Cup Half Marathon once again. Of course, the 2026 edition. Well, viewers will be going for a short break, and after the break, we'll have some international news updates from Arya Ochad.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with rugby news first. It is the Rugby World Cup for women that was completed over the weekend. England, the champions, they beat Canada in the final by 33 points to 13. The final was played at Twickenham in London. That's the third World Cup that England has won. Also rugby news, rugby championship that was played, that is men's rugby. It is South Africa that beat Argentina quite convincingly, 67 points to 30. That was in Durban. They're now top of the lot with 15 league points, and followed on 14 league points by the All Blacks. They beat Australia. That was in Auckland. They beat them by 33 points to 24. The last games will be played this coming weekend. It will be South Africa that play against Argentina. That is in London, and that is in Perth. It is Australia that will host the All Blacks. Continuing international sports news with golf news, it was the men's Ryder Cup, that is team competition. Europe that played against America at Bethpage Black in the USA. It is Europe that won the Ryder Cup for 2025. They beat America by 15 points to 13. It was a lot closer in the end than people thought. The first 2 days Europe dominated, but then it was America that came back in the singles. Europe could only win one singles game out of 12 and a few halves. That meant that they got enough points, 15 points to 13, and it is Europe that retain the Ryder Cup. Continuing international sports news with English Premier League soccer, and the gap at the top of the English Premier League was closed significantly. It was Liverpool that led by 5 points. They lost to Crystal Palace over the weekend, 2-1, and it is Arsenal that got closer because they won against Newcastle away by 2-1, and it is 15 points now for Liverpool and 13 points for Arsenal on top of the English Premier League log. Other results from the weekend was Manchester City that won 5-1. That was at home to Burnley, and then it was Tottenham Hotspur that drew 1-1. That was at home to Wolverhampton, and it was Brentford. They were too strong against Manchester United. Brentford winning at home by 3-1. Then to close off today's international sports news, it is cricket news. It is the Asian Cup cricket competition, men T20, and it was India that beat Pakistan in a close final by 5 wickets, and Pakistan 146 they scored in their 20 overs, or bowled out in the last over, and then India 150 for the loss of 5 wickets, and that is for India to win their 9th Asian Cup title. So that is international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day. We talk international sport again tomorrow. Goodbye.